Have you ever imagined how life would change if we could teleport? Picture this, zipping from one corner of the globe to another in the blink of an eye, no jet lag, no traffic. The concept of teleportation, a staple in science fiction and popular culture, has long captivated our collective imagination. It paints a picture of a world unbound by physical distances, where time and space bend to our will. Inventing teleportation would fundamentally transform many aspects of everyday life. Consider your daily commute. What if it simply vanished? Imagine a world where in the blink of an eye, you could be anywhere else on the globe. The concept of a daily commute, of hours spent in traffic or on public transport, would become as obsolete as the horse and buggy. This is the potential power of teleportation. It would allow us to live anywhere and work anywhere else without the constraint of travel time. The hustle and bustle of the morning rush hour could become a relic of the past. And what about our cities and towns? The need for proximity to our workplaces has shaped our urban centers for centuries. However, with teleportation, cities might decongest as people spread out to less populated areas. The daily migration to the city center for work or leisure could be instant, transforming how we think about urban and regional development. The urban landscapes as we know them could be a thing of the past. What if roads, railways, and airports became obsolete? A fascinating thought, isn't it? The invention of teleportation could potentially render traditional transportation infrastructure unnecessary. This might free up vast amounts of land and resources for other uses, reshaping our economy and society in ways we can't even imagine yet. Let's take a moment to consider the environment. The carbon footprint associated with travel could see a significant reduction if teleportation technology turns out to be clean and energy efficient. Imagine a world where the smoky exhaust of cars and airplanes is a thing of the past, and our air is cleaner, our planet healthier. Now think about your social interactions. The inconvenience of distance could become irrelevant. You could have breakfast in Paris, lunch in New York, and be back home in Tokyo for dinner. This might lead to the strengthening of relationships across long distances, as family gatherings and social events would no longer be impeded by geographical constraints. The implications of teleportation on our economic structures and social norms could be monumental. It could potentially decentralize urban development, alter the dynamics of global trade, and even change the way we approach leisure and tourism. Every aspect of our lives, from the mundane to the monumental, could be transformed. Teleportation could potentially redefine our economic structures and social norms. This is the power of teleportation. The potential is immense, the possibilities endless. It's an exciting prospect, one that could revolutionize our world in ways we can barely begin to comprehend. Imagine a world where goods, services, and even emergency medical care could be instantaneously transported. This is the potential reality with teleportation. Global trade could become as quick as a thought, revolutionizing the way we handle commerce. Goods would no longer need to be shipped over long distances, instead appearing at their destination in the blink of an eye. Now let's consider healthcare. Imagine the life-saving possibilities if emergency patients could be teleported straight to the operating room, or if organs for transplant could be instantly delivered to their recipients. The impacts could be monumental, transforming emergency medical response and potentially saving countless lives. And what about real estate? Property values are often tied to location, particularly proximity to urban centers. But with teleportation, any location could become a heartbeat away from the city's hustle and bustle. This could cause a seismic shift in real estate values, making previously overlooked locations suddenly desirable. The very foundations of global trade, healthcare, and real estate could be shaken. But what about the risks and challenges? As we dream of a future dotted with teleportation, we must also grapple with the potential pitfalls. Imagine a world where criminals could vanish at the blink of an eye, where borders become obsolete, and where privacy is a thing of the past. This is the darker side of teleportation, a world of teleportation crime. This new reality would necessitate an overhaul of our legal system. Existing laws would be rendered obsolete, and we'd need to draft new legislation to keep pace with the technology. How do we regulate teleportation? Who gets access to it? What are the consequences of misuse? These questions plunge us into a sea of ethical debates. The control and use of teleportation technology would need to be judiciously managed, balancing the benefits against potential misuse. Teleportation, thus, holds the promise of a radically different future with impacts that could touch every aspect of human activity. Will we rise to the challenge? Only time will tell.